Now we turn our attention to the politics of the day, and of course we still remain on the set with Nyona Moseti. We have seen off Benny has another engagement, but we'll be joined shortly by President of the Bunge la Wananchi, that is Henry Shitanda, to give us his assessments with regards to the political developments in the country. And of course our attention is on the ruling Jubilee Party and the ongoings, the turbulent times the ruling party is facing. Now, Nyona, I'm sure you have some reservations with regards to the politics of the day, because we'll be looking at it from the perspective of the party you do support boss, that's Raila Odinga, ever since the handshake, that seem to have altered the relations between the president and his deputy William Ruto's allies, who accuse each other of perhaps plans by Odinga to disrupt the marriage ahead of the 2022 poll. What's your take on this, and has he delivered a check on perhaps the complete destabilization of the political marriage of the ruling Jubilee Party, and to what extent will that have consequences on the ruling Jubilee Party remaining united until 2022?
Yes, Ayub, I think it's good that we are carrying out this discussion because first of all, Jubilee is the ruling party. And when it's in wrangles, we begin to wonder whether our country is in the right direction or not. And critically speaking, you know, there's been this misconception and let me say fallacy, that Raila Odinga has been responsible for the collapse of very many coalitions or parties. But this is wrong. We understand that my party leader, Raila Odinga, is an enigma. And it's very difficult to understand this kind of politics. He's playing high-class politics. But to say that he has an hand, for instance, when PNU was a ruling party and it died, Raila Odinga had nothing to do with it. There's another party, KANU, which Raila Odinga is being accused to have made it collapse, which is entirely false. Because even after 1997, after Raila Odinga joining the party in 2002, we saw the KANU party having election, and it even produced a presidential candidate. So KANU died a natural death. Raila Odinga had nothing to do with it. When we come to this Jubilee, it has reached a time when Jubilee is supposed to collapse. I think the President Uhuru, Deputy President, are having their own issues, and I can sit here and say that Jubilee will die because of the selfishness and too much ambitions from some quarters in its in its structure. For instance, the President has been on record saying that let us stop politics. Yet we see the Deputy President here and there doing politics, left, right, and center. So these are some of the things that are killing Jubilee as a party, not Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga is seated somewhere peacefully enjoying, and maybe is in Canaan, as they say. Yeah. Okay, so he has no hand whatsoever in the marriage. He has no hand. Okay, before Lina takes it up, allow me to bring in my able panel, my able guest, who wants to jet in. But let me just introduce you. Henry Shitanda is the chair of the Bunge la Wananchi, or the president in the country. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. Because we are now 14 days past the first day of January 2019. Yes. Well, now let me get your thoughts on this particular point. And it appears that away from the specific attention on the ruling Jubilee Party's mess at the moment because of the succession debate in 2022, maybe we might not, because by the grace of God, he plans well and he plans best. Yes. But the path to potentially a Ruto presidency, is Raila Odinga the hurdle on that way, because his allies hold that suspicion and presume that his main entry into the close alliance with President Uhuru Kenyatta is to alter the mathematics and the political game plan of the ruling Jubilee Party to rule the country until 2032. Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity. One, I want to retaliate to sentiment by my brother here. The Jubilee Party is not intact. Jubilee Party, I'm a member of Jubilee Party, and the Jubilee Party is intact. The president and the deputy president, they are working hand in hand to make sure that they promise what they promised Kenyans during a campaign session, they have to make it. The problem that we're experiencing right now it is the wrangle of 2022. And the person who is bringing this problem in our party is Raila Odinga, financing people to come to release press statement as getting what the deputy president is doing. And as you know, the deputy president is mutu wa mkono of the president. So what the deputy president is doing in this country, we cannot say that he will not be the president. The promise that the president said, kumi, is still there. Yes.
All right, so officially the members of Jubilee feel threatened by Right Honorable Raila Odinga. Yes, the allies of the Deputy President to be precise. Right Honorable Raila Odinga, yes. You want to react to that?
Yes, I don't think it's right to say that Jubilee, first of all, I didn't say that Jubilee is not intact. It's intact, yes, but it has a lot of wrangles which can be seen by everyone outside here. And it's not good for the country. You know, the other time I was saying, if it was maybe Wiper Party or Third Way Alliance, we wouldn't have bothered. But this is a ruling party. We shouldn't be saying, if they are so much disorganized, then they leave us with doubts. How are they going to manage this country? So, and again, when my brother says that Raila Odinga has been sponsoring, you know, let us not make statements here and there without evidence. Do they have evidence of Raila Odinga?
We have the evidence.
Okay,
right.
The evidence
what
number one,
evidence is there?
Raila Odinga,
Okay, what evidence?
but the chairman of
Badi.
ODM, John Badi, and several people in ODM, they called a press statement, and they said deputy president is the enemy number one of Kenyans. That is inciting the public against the deputy president. That is why we are saying the person who is bringing the problem in this country politically,
when was
Raila Odinga.
When was that? When you come to the question
last
of time?
year on September.
Times have changed. And then we got, of course, the handshake. Let's first of all to pick this phone call, and then we come back. Yes, Otieno from John Home. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning
Thank
to
you so
Otieno.
much.
Yeah, this is Benedict from Don Home.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, let's be honest. That Jubilee member is trying to defend that Jubilee party is still strong.
Okay.
I'm telling you, my friend, tuko na macho na tunaona there is a problem in a Jubilee. And let him accept there is a problem, ndio watapata solution. On coming on Raila issue, Raila is not the one causing a problem in Jubilee. Jubilee themselves, the only problem ilifanyikana na Jubilee is when the URC waliungana na Jubilee. After ODM waliungana to form NASA, but hawaku cancel party yao wakajoin NASA. Sasa ukikuja huku pande ya Jubilee unapata this guy is saying ati William Ruto is supposed to be mtu wa mkono wa Raila. Let me remind you, my friend, Raila Amolo Odinga is the people's president. He is acting as a people's president, not mtu wa mkono wa Uhuru. Then, Ruto, kitu inaharibia Ruto ni kitu moja. Ruto, mimi sitaki Ruto akwe president because of my own reason. Naona like Ruto is a corrupt guy. That is for me. But Ruto ameanza kukampeni ile mapema. So let him stop saying that Raila ndiye alianza nini ya kukampeni 2022 mapema. It is William Ruto who started this thing. In fact, Raila Odinga told him, Omera, stop early campaigning. Let's focus on development. Yeye ukienda huku unapata kama milioni cash. Hebu piga msara ya William Ruto. Hebu piga allowance. Hizi pesa anatoa wapi? Yet tunaambiwa kuna SGR. Pesa anapotea huku sijui nini. Hizi pesa zimepotea sahi. Before nimesikia mkiongea about the SGR. Kuna pesa sahi napea hata Wakenya headache. Hatujui vile tutalipa. Lakini hizi loan tulichukua zilienda wapi? Because I'm 100% sure. If tumekopa loan, tumetengeneza nayo kitu inaonekana. It makes sense.
Thank you so much. That's Benedict from Don Home. Asante sana. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm sure he raised some important points, but let me just topple it up and to supplement this. I just want to quote the Member of Parliament for Makadara constituency, that is Honorable George Aladwa. This is what he said when President Uhuru Kenyatta was present in that function. Siasa za 2022 hatutaongea. Na rais wewe hakuna unastaafu. Wengi wanasema utastaafu 2022. These are the exact words he said, I transcribed. Wengine wanasema hii ni tamu yako ya mwisho. Sisi wa Kenya ndio tutasema kama utaendelea ama hautaendelea. Rais amefanya kazi na huwezi tu staafu kienyeji namna hivyo. Sisi tuko hapa kwa ground na tunasikia watu wetu. As an ODM member of parliament, what did he mean? Why is it that I feel there is some sense of selective application here? Where is the deputy president? And while he knows categorically, it's very clear constitutionally that President Kenyatta cannot vie for another time in 2022.
Really, you know, President Uhuru Kenyatta is a different president from my side as an ODM youth. The president that we had, the President Uhuru Kenyatta that we had from 2013 to 2017 is an entirely different one. This one is in fact, this one is a nationalist and is our darling at the moment. So there's no problem with if the constitution will state that there will be a position of prime minister. I'm not speaking for ODM.
At the moment, it doesn't speak.
Yeah.
So you mean referendum?
If there will be a referendum, and this referendum brings in the position of prime minister, there is no problem whatsoever for Uhuru Kenyatta to become prime minister, because we've seen presidents retire and take other positions. We've seen Mbeki of South Africa. He has a role in the African Union. So removing President Uhuru Kenyatta from after his term and placing him into the prime minister position shouldn't be seen like something very big. After all, he's a young person, and we need his services because he understands the structures of government better than any other person.